right, ready to roll.
Okay. First of all, if you'd just like to state your name and where you're from.
My name is Kyle. I'm from Southern Connecticut.
And what was your experience like tonight?
It's very good. I learned a lot about stem cells. Austin, the host of this event, is actually my roommate. He's filled me in, but just coming here was very beneficial in understanding the new technology and stem cell research.
And what did you learn out of this whole seminar tonight? What did you get out of it?
What did I get out of it? Probably just as a society as a whole that we have to start taking advantage of new technologies like this in the health industry. Because obviously nothing like stem cells has came around where you can just inject something and you can develop such a regenerative, healing process, I guess.
And how do you feel about the research about stem cell therapy?
I feel it's interesting. From what I got, I guess it's relatively new, but I think there's a lot of places to go with it, and I think it's just going to go off here, much like all technology.
And, what was the most interesting thing you learned tonight?
Pretty much the fact that you can avoid surgery, like big surgeries, by just simply getting stem cells. I think it's interesting that a lot of athletes do it because I think that it can help them a lot, just honestly mid-season or honestly whenever they need the help.
And would you use stem cell therapy on yourself, or would you recommend it to your family at all?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely recommend it to my dad because he's getting up there. His hips are starting to lose hip a little bit, his knees.
That's excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You put me on the spot there.
Selena, I'm from South Carolina. I'm Rita from South Carolina.
And what was your experience like tonight?
I really enjoyed it. I felt like I learned a lot of information, and I definitely feel like it's something that I should look more into because family members and myself would probably need it in the future. It was pretty nice and informative.
And what did you learn tonight yourself? What did you learn tonight?
Pretty much like what stem cells can be used for. I never remember learning about it a long time ago, but I hadn't really thought about it for a while. So it's cool, the different types of medical things that can treat.
How do you feel about the research about stem cell therapy?
I didn't hear the question, sorry.
How do you feel about the research that's been done about stem cell therapy?
I don't really know too much, but based on what was said, I feel like there definitely could be more to help further the research, and it's definitely something that should be funded.
Do you have any insight on that question?
Pretty much agree with
Pretty
you.
much the same. And what was the most important thing or interesting thing that you learned tonight?
I thought it was interesting how fast it works. To actually feel the coverage or whatever in the area.
And would you use stem cell therapy or recommend it to either one of your family members?
I would use stem cell therapy. Definitely, I could use it. Just in case.
Just in case. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You gotta get a good side.
I gotta get the good side. There we go. And I'm just going to start off asking what's both of your names and where you're from.
I'm Ryan, and I'm from Virginia.
I'm Danny, I'm from New Jersey.
Welcome. And what was your experience like tonight?
Thanks. It was very interesting and very educational. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was definitely really positive. I definitely had learned a lot more coming out of it than I thought I was.
Speaking of learning, what did you learn tonight?
I learned a lot, just what it could be used for. I just thought that it was just more than just for aches and pains that could be used for any part of the body, and that was pretty interesting.
And how do you feel about the research that's been done on stem cell therapy?
I think it's a big stepping stone in science and health, and it's going to be helping a lot of people of all ages and of all types of illnesses.
And what was the most interesting thing you learned tonight?
For me, the fact that it came from an umbilical cord, I had no idea about that. That was pretty crazy.
I think just the diversity of what you can do with it and where it can go is fascinating.
And would you recommend using stem cells for yourself or for any of your family members?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely, for sure. After seeing the results and how it's helped other people.
That's awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, first of all, if you'd like to state your name and where you're from.
My name is Mitchell Baker. I'm from Connecticut.
Welcome. And what was your experience like tonight?
Very positive experience.
See you, Ryan. Thank you, guys.
I knew a little bit about stem cells, but not much as I know tonight. That's for sure.
And how do you feel about the research about stem cell therapy?
The research, I didn't know much about the research. Like I mentioned, I only knew a little bit about stem cells, but from the presentation tonight, it looks like, what do you say, over 400 studies being done in the U.S. today. That's very impressive.
What was the most interesting thing you learned about tonight?
Most interesting thing was probably, like I think I mentioned before, the Gambacorta. I didn't know that, and the difference between a newborn, teenager, and then throughout your life, how much it declines, how many stem cells. Yeah.
And would you use stem cell therapy on yourself, or would you even recommend it to your family?
I would definitely recommend it. Seeing my grandfather, knee surgeries and all that stuff, missing knees. If that's an option that you can do, I would totally go for it. Definitely. Stem cells, that's for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
My name is Austin Kraft. I'm from Seaford, Delaware, small little state. I'm a senior here at Coastal Carolina University. Looking around at stem cell treatments for years now, just because I've always had a lot of issues with my back and neck, shoulder, just a lot of injuries from football, from like sports before. So I've been looking for an alternative. I never wanted to get surgery. So one night I was scrolling around and happened upon Myrtle Beach Stem Cell. And I was thinking I would at least have to go to Florida or maybe the Bahamas to get this type of work done. So the fact that it was offered right here in Myrtle Beach was incredible. So I came in for 2 shoulder injections. I tried some natural pain relief. I tried painkillers before, and that, I didn't like the way I felt when I took it. I mean, it relieved a little bit of pain, but it was more of a masking kind of thing. It wasn't full relief, and I was just always looking for something more permanent. I use Epsom salt a lot. I love that. CBD oils and rubs and biofreeze and stuff like that. But it was always just so temporary. I wanted more of a permanent fix, and just kind of depressing at a point, because you're, at least in my case, I'm 22. At the time I was 20, 21 years old, and I'm just thinking I shouldn't be feeling this type of pain. I shouldn't be feeling this way. So the fact I have to do all this stuff that nobody else my age has to do, I feel like it's exhausting, and just the fact that there was something like this that I could try was incredible. Oh, I got back to full working out. I got back to being able to push over top of my head, so just kind of back to a normal life. I got my golf swing fixed, so that was always good. So basically just got back to normal everyday living without having to worry about the pain and discomfort in my shoulders and neck area. Oh, it was fantastic. It was awesome. They were all very nice. Of course, Dr. Mike, he just facilitated the whole thing. It was incredible. Very, very welcoming, made you feel very comfortable at the procedure. And I couldn't ask for a better team. I would like to share the fact that you should just do it. I mean, the thing that I hear from people a lot when I do talk about it is that they, the money or the time, or they haven't done the research. I mean, if you just look it up, it's a simple fix. It's, instead of going through years and years of pain and discomfort and surgeries and treatments, you could just get this one thing, and yes, it's the way to go.